I've been with Catch a total of 2 years, 1 year as an intern, and then I was hired on and I've been on staff for a year and a half. There have been so many changes among the softening of this group of women. So, you come in one way, you may have come from the street or a difficult situation, or maybe hotel after hotel. Then you're in jail for a short stint, and then you come directly to us in treatment. And at the beginning, people have a lot to work through, understandably so. An individual's personality when they come into catch court versus when they are about to graduate is they're almost unrecognizable. And with this particular graduation class, I'm so proud of them because so many of them have, came in with aggression issues, just different things, different learned behaviors that they had in the life that helped them and protected them in the life that now they've moved away from because they know they're safe, they know they're healthy, they know that they have a community of people who love them. And only they can take credit for that because they did it themselves. Because you can be in the docket and not do the work and leave similar to when you came in, but you can tell with this graduating class they really did the work. Well, they're just so precious to us. They're so precious to me. And I think it's easy for anyone to love them that's around them on a regular basis. But we just happen to get the privilege of being able to spend time with them every week and sometimes more than once a week. Now, obviously, the staff at their treatment centers and their family and their sober support would be able to spend more time with them, but just seeing them over a couple of years just growing, thriving, flourishing, and even making mistakes and coming back is so meaningful because it's like the sky's the limit. They know the sky's the limit now. They know that they can conquer things that they want to conquer and dreams and goals, which is so different from when they came in. And it's just amazing to see how much someone can change when they actually want to change and when they have the chance to. The quickest example that I already mentioned is kind of the aggression to softness. One of the graduates we're so proud of, it came in and was used to fighting, was used to protecting herself in that way. And even today in our status review hearing, she was in tears after she had shared how far she's come, the victories that she's had in her life, saying, "I'm scared." And it was the most beautiful thing I'd seen in a long time because she is essentially at a peak in some of the goals that she's had for the past couple of years. And of course, she has many more to come. But even just for the moment, she is willing to be humble and vulnerable and be an example to the newer people in the docket and just say, "I'm scared too, even though I'm here." And that would never have happened, even maybe 6 months ago. So definitely the softening, definitely the dreaming. I mean, just seeing the willingness and desire to think about going back to college, to think about a career instead of a job. Of course, jobs are great, but if somebody wants a career and they have an idea and maybe they just never thought that they could accomplish that, seeing that happen, it's, again, nobody can take credit for it but them, but that is a beautiful change that I've seen in some of them internally. And just the willingness to befriend women. A lot of people come into the docket and they have specifically tried to avoid women in the life for various reasons, and now they're surrounded by women, and it's a difficult change and it can be an uphill battle at the beginning, but being willing to be friends, form relationships, sponsors with women, and sponsoring women, all of those things happen, and that is a huge, it's a huge thing that they're conquering that we don't even say, you're really going to have to work on your relationships with women. It just happens naturally and it's impressive. I think some of the common misconceptions are that women who've been impacted by human trafficking look the same. They've had the same experiences. They maybe come from a certain socioeconomic status, maybe a certain type of background. Now, there are a lot of commonalities in terms of their childhood, adverse childhood experiences, and such things. However, women come to us who have been in street level trafficking, soliciting, and prostitution, and or posting online and being at even bougie hotels and things like this. So there really isn't a one size fits all, and there's so many things that encompass the trafficking experience. Another thing that we've been learning this year in our Catch 101 class, so for first time offenders is what they would say, a lot of women are not even using substances. They just were about to get evicted because of the pandemic and they were in a bad situation. They had some protective factors and some risk factors, and that was the way that they were trying to continue to stay in their stability. And so again, there is no one size fits all, but there is always a chance to be more empathetic, more understanding, even for us on the staff team, as we receive new people and understand that we keep learning and growing with each new person that comes in. I would say the first thing I think about when I think about the song is just the fact that this group of people are writers. They are writers, they are creative, they know how to put words together, they know how to voice their feelings, their concerns, their journeys. I don't even know if I could choose a particular part. I'm just astounded by their gift and talent. It's really, really impressive. They've never been in this type of situation before. Most people haven't. And to see them coming, building confidence to writing a song, and Gwen and I being able to voice that for them, obviously that's powerful for us. But more than anything, I'm just proud of them for being part of this, for working really diligently to write the lyrics, and they did just an impeccable job. Well, I just love to say that women in the life are the smartest people that I know. I mean, I only have a master's, so that's not, I mean, people go really, really far in education, but definitely I've never met anybody that's smarter than women that have been in the life, and it doesn't matter in what context at all. They have so many transferable skills. They have so much strength, so much resilience, compassion, strategy. They're just the most intuitive thinkers that I've been around. And for this particular graduating class, I literally can't wait to see what they do, what they accomplish. And they were just talking to us today in court about life after graduation and how this isn't the end of the story for them. This is like a launching pad for even bigger and better things and dreams. And we just hope they come back and circle around, and and we're going to be just cheering for them all along. But I think the just the thing that I love the most about these women and those identifying as women is that they are just, there is nobody more intelligent than them that I've ever met.